Here we'll solve few questions related to resolution. So first question is a triangle ABC has its side AB equal to 40 mm along positive x-axis, side BC equal to 30 mm along positive y-axis, three forces. So first we'll draw this triangle. So its side AB equal to 40 mm along positive x-axis. So this is AB and its length is 40 mm. So it's along positive x-axis and the side BC is 30 mm. So this is BC 30 mm along positive y-axis. So this is positive y-axis and this is up to this length is BC, which is 30 mm. And so we'll complete this triangle. So we'll complete this triangle. So what will be AC? AC equal to, this is along positive x-axis, this is along positive y-axis. So what is AC? AC equal to root over of AB square plus BC square. That implies root over of 40 square plus 30 square. That implies 1600 plus 900. 2500 root over means 50 mm. So this length is 50 mm. So the third force is acting along side AC. So it's acting along CA. So it will be like this, in this direction. So its magnitude is 30 Newton. First force is 40 Newton acting along AB. Along BC the force magnitude is 50 Newton and along CA the magnitude is 30 Newton. So we have completed the diagram. Now we will solve. We will find the magnitude of resultant of such a system of forces. So we will find out the horizontal component. So what will be net horizontal component? So net horizontal component is, so 40 Newton is acting along positive x direction. So the forces which will act along positive x direction will be positive, which will be act along negative x direction will be negative, which will act along positive y direction is positive, and which will act along negative y direction will be negative. So here 40 Newton is acting along positive x direction, so it will be positive, so plus 40, and this 30 Newton is acting inclined to the horizontal plane. So suppose this angle is theta, we will draw a line, extend this line. So if this is theta, then this angle will be theta. So if we will resolve this force 30 Newton along horizontal direction, then what will be its component? So this will be, if this is theta, then this will be cos theta. So this component is 30 cos theta. And what will be the vertical component? The vertical component is 30 sin theta. So 30 cos theta is acting along what? Along negative x axis. So it will be minus. So minus 30 cos theta. Similarly, we will find out net vertical component. So 50 Newton is acting along positive y axis. So it is positive. So 50, and this 30 sin theta is acting along negative y axis. So it is negative. So minus 30 sin theta. So what is the value of cos theta? Cos theta is base by hypotenuse. So that is equal to 40 minus 30 into base is 40, hypotenuse is 50. And what is the value of sin theta? Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 30, hypotenuse is 50. So we'll solve this and calculate the value. So what will be the resultant? Magnitude of resultant, that will be summation of horizontal force square plus summation of vertical force square. So we'll find out this net horizontal force from this, and we'll find out the net vertical force from this. Then we'll find out the resultant after putting these values. So we'll solve another question. So the second question is, a system of forces are acting at the corners of a rectangular block as shown in the figure. Determine the magnitude and direction of resultant force. So we have to find out net horizontal force and net vertical force. What are the net horizontal force? So if we will do the diagram, so 25 Newton is acting along positive, 25 kilonewton is acting along positive 25 kilonewton is acting along positive x direction and 20 kilonewton is acting along negative x direction. Similarly, 35 kilonewton is acting along negative y direction and 50 kilonewton is also acting along negative y direction. So what will be the net horizontal force? 25 plus 25 kilonewton is acting along positive x direction, so it is positive, but 20 kilonewton is negative x, so it is negative. So 25 minus 25 kilonewton. And what will be the net vertical component? 35 is acting along negative y, so it will be negative. 50 is also along negative y, so it will be negative. So minus 85. So what will be the resultant? It will be the summation of horizontal force square plus vertical force square. So resultant is 5 square plus vertical is minus 85 square. So this is the value of resultant. And what is the direction? Theta is tan inverse net vertical force by net horizontal force. So what is net vertical force? Net vertical force is minus 85 and net horizontal force is 5. So we will solve this and find out the value of theta. So that will be the direction of resultant force, and this is the magnitude of resultant force. So from this, if net horizontal force is positive and net vertical force is positive, then theta value will lie in the first quadrant, that is between 0 to 90 degree. And if net vertical force is positive and net horizontal force is negative, in this case theta will lie in the second quadrant, so that is between 90 to 180 degree. And if both horizontal and vertical component and summation are negative, then theta will lie in the third quadrant, so that will be between 180 to 270 degree. And if net horizontal component is positive but net vertical component is negative, then theta value will lie between in the fourth quadrant, so but between 270 to 360 degree. So you have to check the net sign of net horizontal and net vertical force. Accordingly you check the theta value will lie in which quadrant. So we'll move to another question. So question is 3 forces 20, 30, 40, the forces 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 Newton are acting on at one of the angular points of a regular hexagon. This is a hexagon, it has 6 sides. So towards other 5 angular points. So forces are acting along the angular points. So here also we have to find out the net horizontal force and net vertical force, and you have to find out the magnitude and direction of resultant force. So for that we have to resolve the forces along horizontal direction, and you have to find out net horizontal component. So here 20 Newton is acting along positive x direction. So positive x direction means it will be positive, so it is plus 20. The next 30 Newton is inclined 30 degree to the horizontal. And if we will resolve this, suppose this is the force, its arrowhead is like this. If I will resolve it along this with respect to 30 degree along this direction, so it will be along positive x direction. So what will be its magnitude? So 30 cos component, this is horizontal component, this is the cos component. So this angle is with respect to the horizontal axis, so it will be cos component. So 30 cos 30 degree, and it will be along positive x axis, so it will be positive. So plus 30 cos 30 degree. Similarly the second force, if I will its vector head is also towards the angular point, so like this. So if I will resolve it, it will be also along positive x axis, so that will be plus 40 cos, the angle is 60 degree. And this force is 90 degree, so I draw it like this, but it's 90 degree perfectly vertical. So this will be, if I'll resolve along with x axis, it will be plus 50 cos 90 degree. And so what will be cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So this value is 0. So the horizontal component of vertical force is 0. And what is this 60 Newton? 60 Newton is making an angle 120 degree with the horizontal axis. So if I will resolve it along the horizontal axis, so it will be like this. So 60 cos 120 degree. So plus 60, plus 60 cos 120 degree. So net vertical force is 20 sin 0. So it will be sine component. So 20 sin 0 is 0. So 20 is the purely horizontal force. So the vertical component of purely horizontal force is 0. And what is 30 sin 30? It will be, its vector rate is like this. So if I will resolve with the vertical direction, it will be towards positive y axis. So it will be plus 30 sin 30. Similarly, it will be also plus 40 sin 60. And this one is plus 50 sin 90. And the fourth one is plus 60 sin 120. So we have to calculate this value and find out the net horizontal force, net vertical force, and what is the magnitude of resultant. So it will be summation of horizontal force square plus summation of vertical force square. And what will be the direction? Tan inverse net vertical force by net horizontal force. So you solve this value and try to put it in this formula, and you check the value. And similarly, you check the sign of net horizontal and net vertical force, and accordingly you check the direction of resultant force. The angle will lie in which quadrant. So we'll move to the next question. So this question is, the following type of forces act at a point 20 Newton inclined at 30 degree towards northeast. So I'll draw the quadrant first. So this is, so I'll take the direction. This is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. So it's 20 Newton is inclined 30 degree towards northeast. So it is towards northeast, and this angle of inclination is 30 degree. And this magnitude is 20 Newton. Another 25 Newton towards north. So it's towards north and magnitude is 25 Newton. Third one is 30 Newton towards northwest. So it's exactly towards northwest. So it will be in between. So it will be 45 degrees. So total angle is 90 degree. If it will be in between, then northwest, so angle is 45 degree. So its magnitude is 30 Newton. And another one is 35 Newton inclined towards southwest. So southwest, and it is inclined 40 degree towards southwest. So this is 40 degree and towards southwest. So you have to find out the net horizontal force, net vertical force, and the resultant and direction. So for net horizontal force, you have to resolve these forces. So 20 Newton is acting 30 degrees. So if you will resolve it, so it will be along positive x-axis. So its magnitude will be positive, and it will be, so this angle is with respect to the horizontal axis. So it will be, horizontal component will be cos component. So 20 cos 30. Similarly, this angle is purely vertical, means 90. So it will be plus 25 cos 90, which is 0. And 30 Newton is inclined 45 degree. And if I will resolve along horizontal axis, then it will be minus, because it is along negative x. So minus 35 cos 45. And this one is also along, this vectorial head is like this. So if I will resolve it along horizontal axis, then it will be along negative x direction. So minus 35, sorry, its magnitude is 30, yeah, it's 35, minus 35 cos 40. Also you can resolve it with respect to this positive x-axis. So for that you have to check that angle with respect to positive x-axis. suppose this 30 Newton you want to resolve it with respect to this axis, so you have to check it is making what angle with respect to this axis. So this angle is 135 degree, so it will be plus 35 cos 135, either minus 35 cos 45 or plus 35 cos 135. So whatever may be, its answer will be same. So cos 135 will be negative, so in either way it will be negative. So similarly we have to find out net vertical force. So 20 Newton, it will be sine component, so it will be positive y-axis, so 20 sine 30. Similarly plus 25 sine 90. Similarly this is also this vector head is like this, so it will, if we will resolve it, it will be along positive y-axis, so plus 30 sine 45. And the fourth one is its vector head is like this, so if I will resolve it, so it will be along negative y-axis, so minus 35 sine 40. So you have to find out net resultant, so it will be summation of horizontal force square plus summation of vertical force square, and theta is tan inverse net vertical force by net horizontal force. So you have to check these values and you have to put it in the formula and find the answer. So I hope you can solve the resolution problem easily. So for that you have to check the direction of each forces and you have to resolve it with respect to horizontal and vertical axis. For that you have to check it is making what angle with respect to horizontal axis and with respect to vertical axis. So if you will resolve it along, if the angle is with respect to horizontal, then the horizontal component will be cos component and vertical component will be sine component, and you have to check the direction. The direction will be, if it will be along positive x-axis, it is positive. If after resolving it will be along negative x-axis, then its magnitude will be, its direction will be negative. Similarly along positive y-axis it is positive, and along negative y-axis it is negative. Similarly for angle you have to check it will lie in the in what quadrant. So for that you have to check the sign of net vertical force and net horizontal force. Accordingly you have to find out the direction or theta value will lie in what quadrant. So next we'll talk about the composition of forces. So you keep practicing on this resolution of forces question. So it is an important topic and it will surely come in your exam, so keep practicing.